name is Jeremy Isbell. What I'm doing here today is I'm basically going to tell you about my video journal outline, and it's just going to tell the Maidu Park. It's a regional park, and I'm going to tell you basically how it's entailed and how it basically for the community and how it's important. I'd show you my face, but I can't flip the camera out without stopping the video, but that's okay. That's not a problem. So basically what we're looking at right now is the center of the park, and it's basically, it's just it's divided. It's almost, it's a circle. Now it goes around in a big circle. Now go ahead and just go a little slowly, and I'll tell you about everything in a minute. I just want you to get a general aspect, to show you the trees, show you the park itself, show you the buildings, and I'll come back to that in a minute, basically. But I don't know the exact date of how this park, how long this park's been here for, but like I said, I show you how it's important. Now over here, you have a baseball field. Each side has a baseball field. You have one right here, you have one right here, and you have two on the other side. Now back on the other side, there's a big open field. Individuals can play frisbee golf. Anybody can play frisbee football. I've never played frisbee football before, but I played frisbee golf. But and then over here, if you see right there, that's basically a little playground where individuals, it looks like little houses and stuff. It's a little playground for kids, and so the parents can take their their kids over there. Now back over here, over there, right where I'm pointing at right now, it's actually a backside of a school. So the school itself sits to the backside of the park, which is I think it's kind of cool. So basically, I'm gonna zoom in, or I'm sorry, zoom back out. Okay, and that building right in front of us right here is this community center. You can go in there. You can you have community events. You can have little like read sessions, or go in there and have you can rent it for, not rent it, but see if you can get it for a party. But if you go over here, and I'm going to step over to my side right now, this is a library. Now I come to this library all the time because I enjoy the library itself. And you can go in here, and they got computers, they got the library itself. But if you come, I'm going to walk out here. If you come over here, and which is my favorite part of the park, but I used to play baseball growing up all the way through high school. And right over here where I'm pointing, and I'll just zoom in just a little bit itself, sorry I zoomed out, is batting cages. Now the batting cages itself, like I said, is my favorite part of the park because you can go hit up some balls. So I love that itself. I love to hit that. Like I said, self-explanatory, I love baseball. So if you keep going over here, it's like you got some benches and stuff, but then it's like a skate park. So you got a skate park down here. Actually, it extends down here itself. Now the park itself, now I'm going to go back here and get a general range of everything. Culturally tied to the community, it's because there's just so much to do. Now what I mean by that is, like I just explained, baseball, playground, library, community center, skate park. You even got open fields, so you could do events. Even individuals here walk their dogs all the time. And basically, and you have right outside the park, because it's just a big old circle, you have trees, not trees, I'm sorry. You got houses. Now, it's it lines houses next to this park itself. And also, there's the main streets like right here. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, or I'm sorry, zoom in, I apologize. You see your stop sign right there where that truck's leaving right there, and you see the stoplight right there. It's basically, it's one of the main roads that leads into the park. The area itself has, like I said, everyone lives around this area. You can go about a block away and there's a shopping center, or you can go down another block away and there's there's the interstate, I-80. So for me, I think how it's culturally tied is because itself, this park, the Maidu Indians, there's a lot of history here, and it pretty much, the park is kind of based off that. I really won't go into the history lesson itself based off the park, but everybody goes here. Everyone goes here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you are, but I think individuals go here because, one, they've had an event, or two, they just want to get out of the house and have a little fun. So I mean, basically culturally tied. I just think it's to the community. It's important because it displays just individuals that come out here, and has an additional kind of like an outlet, you know, kind of a, you know, it's not just an escape, just something else to do. And it's just, you know, it's nice to have that in an area where, you know, it's kind of like a suburb part of a city, like in Roseville. So I agree, you know, I agree that, you know, for me, or for me on the standpoint is the park itself, I think is very important. And it's just, you know, it just displays the part of the community and the part of, you know, how important it is. It's just by, you know, how everything's here. So, you know, I don't know how much money they put into this to this park, but, you know, to have a big baseball field, to have a batting cage, to have a skate park, to have a, you know, a community center, to have a library in one area, you know, it just, you know, and anybody can come here and walk their dogs and go running and just leisurely stroll around. You know, I just think I think it's great. I think it's great. I know I played baseball here growing up, you know, and I loved it. I loved it. And this park's, like I said, this park's been around for years, and, you know, I love to come to this park. I like to go take a walk, you know, just me. I like to go rent a book at the library. So, but, you know, that's basically, you know, and tells my video journal. Like I said, I do think it's a great community, because Roseville itself, I mean, it's slapped down one of the suburbs, you know, of northeast Sacramento, and to have something out here, I call it a gem. So, just, you know, trees. I mean, we got greenage, a lot of trees here. So, you know, different parts of this city doesn't have that. Doesn't give you the option to have a park like this, just because of the environment itself and how, you know, how the lay of the land's laid out. So, but anyways, that is my video journal. My name is Jeremy Isbell. Thank you very much for your time, and you have a wonderful weekend. All right, bye.